rocking that quick fix.
We are live here, Admirable.
Uh-oh. Going to the first middle, let's see what exactly is going to happen. Are they going to play this aggressive with the quick fix? Or, oh, it's Medigun actually for K3. He switched off crits, but they're going to play a longer game here. The quick fix will come in much sooner. There's first frag from Flippy onto Candle. The Pyro on Kaja follows up with a response, taking out Eastil the Spy, but that might have been a dead ringer. I'm not sure if he's actually dead.
It's still looking like this, well, we got Scout on point. Looks like Killswitch want this first cap. Heavy just hiding down behind, and so we see DAROUTOUTOU just kind of holding by tree right now as most of, and we got the quick fix pop now, and they're going to come down the stairs with it. Oh, Uber pop though, and they kind of got that just in time. And now retreating is the Killswitch team.
But they've lost their heavy here. K3 unable to save tech with that Uber pop, so they're missing a lot of damage and sort of muscle to push them back off the point here. So, like, whenever people theorycraft about the quick fix when it first came out, they reckoned, and through play as well, they reckoned that sort of quick fix against Uber is like one of the strongest matchups for quick fix, because you can just pop enough to keep your players alive and kite those Uber players, keep walking back, and there's no risk of you dying to some crit stickies or whatever. So I would like to see K3 maybe switch it up. Just, you get so many more charges built up and popped with the quick fix, it's probably not a good idea to continue running it. But as I say that, Heeji's gone down, and control has changed.
We've had a lot of big picks actually on the side of Killswitch. Now they don't own this point anymore. We had a cap by DAROUTOUTOU, and they're just building now. They're at 85% on their Uber, and so looking real good here, holding by tree. 6% quick fix on the other side. And yeah, I kind of agree with you. You kind of have to change up, especially on a Koth map. Pretty effective to just change up your Medigun over and over. We see that from some high-level meds. Keep them guessing, you know?
Still Uber versus quick fix as it stands right now, but there's the charge coming in for K3. He's going to lead with D-Gun, and he's actually picked up a few frags there.
Chopping away there at Jamal, the heavy. A nice little pick there, but finally going down. We got 4 players left up now for DAROUTOUTOU, and this point going to get kept back. We got Flippy making some stuff happen, picking out K-Cot and Emilio there. So Flippy with some big snipes, and gets the snipe on Mint as well. So Flippy right now going ham, as they would say, Admirable, and that's a universal price.
Spy on the point here, they're all going in deep for K3. It's actually on Kaji who gets picking up the revolver kill onto Tech, who was left medicless there. And it's 5 down right now for DAROUTOUTOU. And looks like their attempt to take control of the point has been thwarted there with some big aggression from Onkaja and the Spy. Eli, man.
Yeah. Heeji sort of playing back, wondering if maybe Heeji a little bit scared of some bombs in. It's such a wide open map, and we've seen the Soldier T-Mac just flying all around, so... And also maybe fearing Flippy, who's been sniping unconscious so far.
Look at K3, switched it up, he's got Crits Krieg on the go right now, he's trying to build up that charge. Will it be spotted? Will Heeji be wise to this, or might they get caught with their pants down here when this Crits Krieg comes in? Time will tell.
It's all going to be on the demo though. We'll see what they get with the first 1 or 2 sticks.
They're pushing into them, they're using the charge to walk forward.
Interesting move, they're popping on a heavy with crits on a Koth map. I don't know what I feel about that decision.
The way Cookie crumbled there was Heeji actually used his quick fix early to try and go into them before they got that crits, but the buff on the heavy and oh, don't speak too soon. Onkaj is going in deep trying to get K3 but can't even make it in through the rump room door. And there's a flying demo man above them. Emilio Estevez raining down those sticks and pills.
It's some damage.
Everybody wants
K3. Down. This point right now, going back to DAROUTOUTOU, they got a lot of time to make up. They've got just about 2 minutes. 5 seconds on the other side, and so sticking out with the crits, and going to be watching here DAROUTOUTOU. Are they going to give it to the demo or the heavy this time?
Oh, they're poised, they're ready. They can wait as long as they want here, like, as long as they pop the crits off on the right person.
And heavy again, who cuts down Jamal, gets Denia as well. Another big crit flashing over now, getting 1 crit stick came out, but now we got quick fix coming in. They get a lot of ground to cover with that quick fix. They popped it right back by the door. Candle comes around on the medic.
D-Gun with the nice extinguish there to save his medic, and looks like K3 will stay alive to get that crit screen up. Heeji's building as well, but there's not much in it. it's going to be pretty much neck and neck. Both weapons build at the same time. But of course, quick fix builds even if you're not below the...
Oh, Spy came in to go for the med.
This is the stab onto K3.
Yeah, real good luck there. Thought he had it. Thought that was a ripe back waiting to be cut.
They just lost so many players, but they didn't give up the position. They stayed forward. They maybe could have looked for the exit, but I guess with the point being that far capped, it was all they could do to try and stay in and see if they could get some frags. But they just got overwhelmed there. All those blue players smashing down on their heads. That was tough to watch.
Yeah, so first one there going to the blue squad. Kill switch. Staying with the crit streak now, which is an interesting move. We see DAROUTOUTOU maybe going to ride out that crits. They've had pretty good success with it so far.
Yeah, and it's looking neck and neck in terms of charge.
Down goes the medic! That's a huge break, and so much for this first roll-up. We get a lot down on kill switch as well. Hiji backing the hell out of there, 38 HP. Running right back almost to spawn, but got his quick fix, luckily.
I mean, this map is wide open. It should be tough for the bombers to get in like that, but K3 stands on the left-hand steps there in his perspective. He's put himself closer to the side where the soldier can come from, you know, where he can hide from. If he'd been more to the right, gives his team more time to deal with that. Like, it's not making it easy for himself. There's plenty of things he can do position-wise to try and survive there. But yeah, it was nice timing from Onkaji coming in when everyone was distracted. Right now we do see the quick fix pushing forward, forcing bodies off the point and keeping all these players alive. Only Denia down right now, but the healing power of the quick fix in full effect there. He's got a team of almost full HP players. K caught under a little bit of pressure as well by the spy of Isil up top. And he hasn't gone down, but he has lost his position on the high ground. He's forced onto the steps here as he scopes around trying to find the enemy combo or anybody ulted him.
We're going to have crits here again any second. They're going to be moving in with it. So watch DAROUTOUTOU now in red. Who are they going to give it to? They pop it on the demo now, and eyes on the combo. Maybe they didn't have eyes on the combo at all, just kind of throwing sticks around everywhere there. Didn't get much on that crit. I mean, you really got to know where the other players are. You can't just blindly give out crits like that.
Yeah, and it was an immediate sort of counter pop from Hiji. He just heard the crits, was called, I'm sure, by his teammates, and popped off that quick fix to do as much as he could to survive. He wasn't really in much threat himself. Tried to save his demo man, Emilio Estevez, but wasn't there in time. He has died and respawned, but the point remains in control of DAROUTOUTOU as the clock ticks downwards. There's action going on the flanks here. T-Mac gets 2 with a little help from Mista, and now he's in onto the demo man. It's got Emilio down onto 56, but will get cleaned up by that big old minigun. We got another crit pop
at mid, and we've got it on the demo, who's, takes out Emilio, and that's a big pick. We've got, geez, 4 up left now on kill switch, and that one worked out. I wanted to point out, actually, that on the kill switch squad, second on the scoreboard is their engineer, Mint. You know Euro, you know Mint the NG. He's doing a lot of great work with the mini sentries so far.
He definitely is a bit of a beast. Here's Emilio high flying, crashes down to earth there. He's going to crater. But I mean, if you want to talk about quick fix versus Kritzkrieg dynamics, one good way to play is, you know, be really aggressive whenever there isn't a charge available. But once that Kritzkrieg is up, you have to sort of respect it. They just sort of went blindly into a Kritzkrieg there and got punished.
Yeah.
As long as K3 remains alive, they can do that. But there he goes down.
Oof. And Flippy's up on the point, just sniping whatever moves. You got 2 or 3 in a row there. A couple, and he gets the medic, and that's a huge pick on Hiji by Flippy. Flippy's been going crazy with his sniper rifle this round.
Yeah, he's an incredible sniper in 6s as well, you know. Yeah. He made a little bit of a name for himself playing a lot of sniper, even a little bit of NG, but Highlander is a game mode that I guess allows him to run that full time, and wow, he is just super impressive.
Yeah, I mean, K-Caught, no slouch as well. People know K-Caught, but Flippy doing fantastic so far.
Yeah, I suppose some subtlety in terms of the mediguns is that he gets a bigger buff. I'm not sure how much that affects in the sniper battles, but he is playing around his medic all the time. That's got to help. Right now, though, we're seeing 7-man kill switch try and move forward and take control of this point. They've actually equalized.
T-Mac is in behind, and here's T-Mac going for the medic. Gets Hiji, who I don't know if Hiji just kind of took that last rocket. Yeah, crits now really as well. Hectic.
Oh, there's a spy coming in behind as well. K3 gets backstabbed there by Eli, man.
I mean, Killswitch has no heals now because Hiji went down, but they're just kind of bullying it and just kind of faking it on point right now like they do have heals.
Yeah, and K3 gets that fast respawn there. He's going to be back up at the same time as Hiji and is actually building his charge before him. And I'll just check that it is still Crits Krieg. Yes, he's going to wait for that Crits charge, and they have all the time in the world here. Like, still 2 minutes to go.
Oof. Getting tech there. It's a little stab by Eli, man. We know how this works now that since it's overtime, as soon as DAROUTOUTOU takes a cat back, they're going to win this round right away. So Killswitch has to hold it for a minute 35 in order to win this round.
Hiji's gone down again. Oh! We got that pick on the medic. I've been missing the action here, but Hiji went down, so this is... Oh, it's not even a big advantage. K3 himself goes down to
as well, yeah. So we've got no medics, no heals up, and it's going to come down to DM. And conventional wisdom says that this situation maybe favors Killswitch a little bit, but here comes DAROUTOUTOU now up on point, and I don't think they're kidding around. I think they sense the urgency. They want to just take this right back and end the round here. But the quick fix is at 70% or so, and so we're going to have a little quick fix death ball, but I don't think it's going to come soon enough.
And so many players down right now as well.
He's kind of running around everywhere.
Clock's ticking down past 50 seconds right now, and it's still only 60% on that Crits Krieg for K3, and they keep losing people.
Look at Killswitch coming right down their throats. They're just bringing the fight to their spawn almost, and popping quick fix right in their spawn. Taking Emilio in, but nice air blasting there from the Pyro. That was a great job by Deacon.
30 seconds
that move,
now.
taking it right down their throat.
They didn't get the medic though, that was the frag they were looking for there.
Yeah,
they just got a little bit of time with the spawns now. It's all in the execution of this Crits Krieg. Onkaj is poised up top though as that Soda, he's looking for that medic pick. The Crits gets forced, Onkaj comes in behind, he's going to get the drop onto K3. Oh! No heals here onto this point, this won't end well against the quick fix team. And it looks like Killswitch are just going to mop up.
But yeah, the only 3 left up. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Wow. And so they were down by about 2 minutes on overtime, and they still take that round. Killswitch. Pretty unbelievable feat.
Yeah, I mean, what I saw there was Killswitch just having a good read on the Ubers, and importantly as well, the man advantage. I know some people say a lot of classes in Highlander are sort of expendable, but if you literally have fewer players up at any point, you're weak to a push, and they went in and they just continued to get more and more frags and keep players down here. But onto this middle, it's going to be aggressive play by Killswitch straight onto that point before it's even been activated.
Yeah, Killswitch, they lost Emilio really quick, but they're just kind of charging forward here now. I wonder if they might want to back up, and down goes Jamal.
Here's the crits! Can't land the sticky onto Hiji. He just dodges a couple there. Exxon unable to find that medic, but he did get cleaned up elsewhere by Mista, the engineer there for DAROUTOUTOU.
He took a little slice to the face there from the spy, and it looks like this first point is actually going to go to DAROUTOUTOU, who maybe played it a little smarter by sitting back.
Yeah, waiting for that. Crits Krieg is definitely the smart move there. You just have to sort of sacrifice the point and hope that you can come up strong. I'm watching the perspective of K-Cot right now. He's trying to pick off the heavy of tech from the right hand side in his perspective, but can't seem to be getting much done there. He seems to be scared. Flippy going up to the standard sniper position. He's taking up an additional angle here, but there is a little bit of action going on to the point here as Killswitch try and move forward to regain control.
Scout from DAROUTOUTOU went in on Hiji, the medic who stays up and is now going to get quick fix, which is good for them. And so holding on and looking real good is Killswitch. And remember, we're playing 2 maps. This is the first map, and if they can take this round, this map going to go to Killswitch. DAROUTOUTOU wants to get something going here. They're just kind of holding, and hopefully they don't get a quick fix coming down in their faces like last time. Kind of lucked out though. They kept their medic up last time.
They seem aware of that, or a little bit scared. They're just going to move around, and look at this, Emilio Estevez and Hiji, they're going in deep behind enemy lines here. They want to commit to this push, but Exxon is all over him, gets the sticky dead onto Hiji there and just totally destroys that quick pick advantage.
Down though as well. Ankaya gets K3 right after that happened, so both medics down at the same time, and wow, kind of a bloodbath going on. 4 or 5 down a side right now, and it looks like Killswitch want to take this point back. We've got Jamal the Heavy coming up now and walking among the dead bodies. He's going to blast away. So we got 3 up for Darrow now, and it looks like it's going to be kill switch.
Yeah, Exxon getting a little bit over aggressive there against the minigun. Finds himself in the spawn queue yet again, and they just need to get all the players up together and try and push in here. They can go in dry without any sort of charge right now. Just try and use those superior buffs from the crits Krieg if they want to, but it seems like they're content to sit back and try and work some picks here. Look at the position of Eli Man here, just hiding on that little edge around the corner of the sniper deck there. He's super weak, but he's poised.
KCOD going for snipes here as well. I've got to say that KCOD has really been silenced, and it's really been favoring Flippy in the sniper battle, which is a surprise, because these snipers are pretty equal in skill. Flippy's just been going insane, and KCOD, bottom of the scoreboard, probably not where he wants to be.
Yeah, but...
Ooh, gets a nice one there, though, on the...
Quick fix popped up here. Heiji on to Jamal as they try and push into red territory there to see if they can get a few frags. And get a few frags they did, continuing to buy more and more time as this clock ticks down towards victory. This is a match point right now. It is 1st to 3, I think we established.
Yeah, we got 60 seconds away from a... I mean,
from map
first
point,
map going to kill switch, yeah. So certainly, DAROUTOUTOU now, I don't know, are they lacking focus, or what do you think they've got to do at Admirable?
Right now, I think they just need to go balls to the wall and try and push in here. They're going to be cutting it fine if they wait for a charge. They should try and walk in and pick a fight, but they've already lost their heavy and their pyro. There's Plapla just respawning, but K3 will have crits in time to push here, but will he survive that long? Will Onkaji get him? Onkaji is down at the minute, actually. Oh, now is the time to go. They have to...
K3's coming, but K3 doesn't have it. K3 at 99%.
Melee was all over him.
Oh, he just gets him with the right away. K3, rough luck, friend. There's 3 players up on DAROUTOUTOU. K3 was at 99 on the crits when the quick fix came through, and looking real good right now. Don't want to get ahead of myself, but it's looking like kill switch.
Yep. There it is.
And that's it. 3-0 kill switch, and so maybe some people predicting that, maybe some not, but they come out on top, and that's our first map.
Yeah, this seems like a bit of an education here for DAROUTOUTOU about how to play against the quick fix. I feel like if you're in that situation where you know you've lost your medic or whatever, you're back in spawn building a charge, you really need to wait until you have the charge before you commit or go out there. There's nothing to be gained by pushing out early. They still had enough time to make it to the point. Sure, that was a high pressure situation, but K3 caught out again without charge and without the bodies around to protect him. He's been picked off so many times this map. Like, a good medic, but
it's true.
He's not getting the protection.
Yeah, just kind of bad luck that time. Like, I think K3 just didn't know where to hold. I mean, holding in kind of the standard middle spot, and Emilio would always just run in with Heiji with quick fix. They were holding that time, the last time off, over by the cliff, over by the tunnel on the left side, and still had a quick fix come in their face. So, I don't know. I think maybe it's a bit of mind games. I think once a team comes out super aggressive on a Koth map, especially like with their quick fix and with their sniper, some of the DAROUTOUTOU guys were just scared almost. Were you seeing that too?
Yeah, they just seemed to be a little inexperienced in playing against it. Didn't in my eyes make the sort of the smart plays or the correct moves. Didn't show the quick fix enough respect. Like if they had just sat back and waited for a crits Krieg time and time again, they would have had maybe a better chance of breaking the quick fix like that. But if they're just going to continue to put themselves in these bad positions and allow themselves to be picked, then perhaps they deserve to lose. But maybe they'll watch these demos or watch this cast and have to rethink their play. But as for now, they definitely got outplayed there by the combo.
Wondering if they might have wanted to switch over to regular Medigun too. I mean, we saw a couple of their crits work fairly well, 2 or 3 of them. But I mean, they really probably would have benefited from Medigun, even if it does build slower.
I would have gone quick fix, man. It's like
QF.
Yeah, it's like if I'm saying to you that the smart way or the low risk way to play crits Krieg is just to sit back and wait for a charge, you're forfeiting like 40 seconds every time. But if you just play with the quick fix, you can push in with the same sort of fast heals try and create some sort of fight before you wait for your charge, and if they pop the quick fix, well, you can just run back and keep healing your people at plus 40% rate, and hopefully they'll survive.
Yeah, but I mean, we talked about it too, Admirable. You got the quick fix. You can't wait for a charge every time. You're going to run out of time on a Koth map. You know, you've got to sort of do those dry pushes, and you've got to go in for picks. You can't just be sitting and building for the whole map, or the other team will just take it 3 minutes to none, you know?
That's why the quick fix versus quick fix is probably the best option, because you're getting the benefit of the heals.
Yeah, that's a good
point.
But
you know you're not going to get... If you know you can't wait for a charge, then run quick fix.
And so it'll be interesting to see what are the medics going to run on the next map, as we are moving over now to Gully Wash, and this 5 CP map. Again, I don't know why I refer to conventional wisdom so much lately. Probably because I don't know, but conventional wisdom saying that maybe DAROUTOUTOU favored on this map a little bit. They have a good 6's core, as we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, and as well, not just that, but Killswitch seemed to be a little shaky on the 5 CP maps if you look at the results recently.
Yep.
Those are the maps they've lost. So really, this is... If we were going to see DAROUTOUTOU take a map, I would fancy it to be a 5 CP map, but who knows? Gully Wash can be quite slow. There's some really strong defense possibilities, you know, like there's a lot of choke points between middle and second. There's only like 2 entrances. You can split up 9 players between that fairly effectively, right?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens. We talked a little bit earlier, too, about anything can kind of happen. We've seen upsets on 5 CP maps. Like I was referring back to my North American Plat match, where a team with a 6's core who was favored on a 5 CP map, it was this same one, Gully. They didn't exactly dominate, and you talked about it earlier, too, in the Stacked and Killswitch final that you just played in. These things can go either way. That one was on process, not Gully, but you know, if teams prepare and you know fight hard enough, they can pull stuff off, regardless of if they're favored or not on a map.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to call the final result ever, but you know, if I was going to be a betting man, I might fancy a little wager here on DAROUTOUTOU.
So you're from Ireland, but you're not a betting man?
Oh well, I'm too poor to be a betting man right now, but. We could have a gentleman's agreement, you know, maybe trade a few hats here.
Yeah, we'll do a bet of a refined metal, maybe. High stakes.
Oh yeah, I'm going for DAROUTOUTOU all the way then. Show me the color of your metal.
Yeah, I don't have a silver medal. I mean, I can't say I have a silver medal from Highlander, as Mr. Admirable here has. Okay, if you're just joining us, we obviously have the King of Ireland himself, Admirable, here, joined by myself, Getawhale, Mr. John, doing production and camera.
Yeah, I got a little question there on the Twitch chat. I know it's people asking, what is this game? It is ETF2L.
What is this?
Highlander Season 5, powered by Blackout Gaming. It's the Premiership and it's Week 6. This is the second map of the DAROUTOUTOU versus Killswitch fixture. We just saw Killswitch take Lakeside in a convincing 3-0 now, all on DAROUTOUTOU to save face here and try and get some points out in Gully Wash.
It is, it's a big deal. I mean, you look at the tables and you're wondering, is that the DAROUTOUTOU that, you know, won last season? That's in, what, 5th or 6th, I think, in the tables? And that's them. They've really been sort of struggling and, you know, dropping the first map here to Killswitch. Wondering, I mean... I don't know. I don't know if something has changed since last season or what. They've kind of had a rough go of it so far, DAROUTOUTOU.
I mean, it seems to me that EU Highlander has been undergoing some sort of change for the last couple of seasons. Obviously, the classic era of SNSD winning almost everything. But recently, either they've lost interest, they've had some roster changes, whatever, but a lot of other teams have been stepping up to the mark here. And yeah, I've been impressed by the level of play in the Highlander community. It's really interesting, I think.
Yeah, I think I agree with you too that in Euro there have been a lot of teams kind of stepping up. You know, I've been mostly doing the UGC ones, but you know, teams like Stacked and teams like Chess, they've been really stepping up their game. But no doubt about it, these are still 2 of the top teams here. DAROUTOUTOU, the French players. We know them from like Nations Cup and all that kind of stuff. We've seen them in action. Kill switch here, just filling up. Roster not quite full here yet on the server. Getting ready to go here
on the other side. He's sneaky.
Switching.
He's doing some espionage there, trying to get some industrial secrets on the red team, but he should be playing blue whenever we do get underway. I imagine this is first to 5 as well, right? Or a win difference 5. You know, I'm just such a Highlander novice here. I couldn't even tell you the ETF2L rules.
Win difference 5, or whoever has the most points after 30 minutes. And that's how we roll it here in ETF2L. So maybe we'll see a 5-0. Who knows?
Does it ever go that way, though? It seems like 5 CP and Highlander is quite slow.
Yeah, I mean, especially, hopefully we don't see, both teams run quick fix on this, because it'll be very slow. We'll have some classic gully wash moments where we can just, sit back and talk about the weather and whatever else we do during a stalemate.
If you want some insight, part of the reason that Stack picked Process against Killswitch was because I felt that on the 5 CP maps in Highlander, you can really control the pace. Like, we only won by 1 round, but we never really... Well, I say that having defend our own last in the dying seconds, but we never really felt that we weren't in control of the game, because you can just sit back and allow teams to push at you through choke and use those uber advantages. Like, if you lose an engagement, you just lose 1 point, you don't lose the whole round,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good point and a good way to think of it. But, once a team starts winning rounds on this map, they start to build up momentum, and that can be a factor as well. If you guys want to see that final that Admirable took part in UGC, you can, of course, get the VOD on Blackout Gaming TV. It was a hell of a time. We won't spoil the result for you. Or will we?
I won.
Yeah, Admirable won, a personal victory. Sounds like we got teams readying up here, and we're getting ready to do it here on Gully Wash.
I'm seeing K3 with the warm-up Medigun, and Heiji as well running Medigun.
Mm-hmm. I think it makes sense to run vanilla off the start. We might see somebody running a Crits Gambit maybe after a couple rollouts, but I think the smart thing to do is just play it safe off the first mid. What do you think?
Yeah, because more often than not, you're just going to see 1 team take control of a point, and then it goes into the Uber grind unless they've got a clear advantage. And if you're going to have time to build up a charge, why not wait for the best of the best Uber charge, the unbeatable. Onto this middle though, as we do start the second map. You're tuned into Blackout Gaming TV with Admirable, Getawhale and John, and it looks like a little bit of an attempted aggression there up the right hand side from DAROUTOUTOU, or up the left hand side. They have made it up on to the high ground and seem to be in control here. They're just trying to clean up a few stragglers behind there.
Yeah, Heiji dropped already. I mean, Killswitch has no medic, and that's why they're backing out. So it's going to be, this midpoint is easily going to go to DAROUTOUTOU, even with a lot down. They were really quick to mid, but they took out Heiji, and I mean, that's all you've got to do on a mid.
Yeah, once you take out that medic, it's like a timer has been put on. You either need to go in and try and trade for their medic, or just get out and keep your men alive, keep your bodies on the field.
Yeah, I mean, so it's not going to be, they're not going to quite get second for free. They got a defense up here at second as Killswitch. But they're moving in now, just standing here in lobby, blowing the sound around.
T-Mac in deep there on to Heiji, eventually gets spotted out, killed with the reflect by Candle. But for a second there, he had just flown over the heads of Pyro and Heavy, but couldn't land
the lobby. Look at Exxon from DAROUTOUTOU, who just snuck in to lobby and put some sticks out and backs the Killswitch team back out to last. So looking like this cap, it's looking like this is going to go to DAROUTOUTOU. And here comes DAROUTOUTOU now. Both teams with Uber. Oh, but going down there is Exxon, and that's not going to help, but they come in anyway, taking the Heavy. We got Heavy.
There's a Spy here. Spy here trying to body block them. Spy. Eli Man body blocking Tech there and putting K3 in a tough position. Actually stranding Tech in the lobby there. He's going to get cleaned up by Jamal. But K3 survives. There's no one to build with right now, but we'll be getting back into that Uber game. There's a big headshot. It's flippy domes. Jamal peeking out there.
DAROUTOUTOU Spy is in, ISIL is in, walking around. I wonder if he's going to pick out he's going to go for the medic. He's going to go for the medic. He's going for the medic. Oh, the medic catches on though. Oh.
Looking for the heals.
Healing them, yeah. Interesting. And so, still holding on this point, getting a little scrappy here now. We've got Heiji is out camping second, which is interesting. Now thinking better of it and running in. There's only 5 players up on Killswitch. Oh, and he gets spotted by the Pyro. That's D-Gun. wonder, is DAROUTOUTOU just going to come right in now? They've just picked the medic.
K3 actually went down there, he's just respawned, so once he arrives there will be a little bit of a heal advantage, and maybe not potential to push because, you know, it's fairly even in terms of combat classes on the field right now. But they're just probing, trying to find something. There's K-Cot going to take down Exxon again, and Exxon is, maybe it's something he does in sixes as well, but he's quite aggressive, and we've seen him a few times being out of position, or at least ahead of his heavy and medic, and he's been dropped. Sometimes tech gets dropped, but there's maybe just a little bit of chemistry lag in there. They're not as smooth as Killswitch are with their pushes.
Ooh, ISIL, the DAROUTOUTOU spy, was in behind and got spotted by the Pyro. Mint, of course, we talked about last map. He has his level 3 up at last on Gully, which will be helpful. But I don't know about the spot. It's not exactly a surprise sentry, just kind of out in the middle of everything. Building now, DAROUTOUTOU have their Uber. But Killswitch's going to get theirs pretty much just in time, it seems like.
Jamal goes out there and trades.
Uber was popped
heavy
real early, and here they come. Big air blast going out of the Pyro.
Totally humiliating them right now. They are just stuck in that corner. They might as well press their kill binds rather than wait for that Uber to feed. They were not going to get out of that one.
DAROUTOUTOU's Pyro is underneath the point. D-Gun is just hanging out underneath. He's going to get spotted.
And it's going to be a respawn wave coming in 6 seconds, but it's a slow push here from Killswitch. They haven't managed to move out and get that cap. Looks like they want to wait for Uber and see if they can make that happen. But right now they're 2 men down, Denia and Candle.
Headshot there. Yeah, Denia got taken out. Nice headshot on the scout. This is a hard last point to push out of, isn't it, Admirable?
Yeah, look at Keiko as well. He has a great line of sight there up on the point. Could dome somebody, but it's being pressured from Choke now as well. They go down.
T-Mac going big with 2 huge picks there. K-Cot and Emilio both going down at the hands of T-Mac. Going semi-ham here.
Look at
and we're kind of resetting.
Hiji.
Everyone coming into lobby. Go ahead.
There's a spy on last. Hiji just caught a pipe there on his way out onto last. Oh, he's half health, drops down onto the floor and finds that a scout is going to muscle in on him there.
Jump into last, and T-Mac standing on it now. T-Mac going to take this point. First one goes to DAROUTOUTOU.
Just a little misstep there. I know they had maybe a man disadvantage as well, but the fact that Hiji stepped off the high ground meant his heavy couldn't protect him, and once the medic was down it was going to be just slipping out of their hands, but onto another middle. DAROUTOUTOU find themselves 1 round up. But Killswitch trying to go up that right hand side, but
Exxon
has got him denied.
Yeah, real quick to mid was Exxon nailing his rollout, and that is not what you want to happen if you're the Killswitch squad. They've got to kind of cycle around now. The spy's underneath him. He wants to go for a pick, but he's got no one to really go for. This is Eli Man now trying to pick someone out.
Oh no, Emilio's coming up on the right hand side. He's got that buff. Yep. They've weathered the storm, and he will.
Lot down on DAROUTOUTOU. Both medics about to get Uber though. But, you know, DAROUTOUTOU unfortunately had to back out here to second. They kind of sensed that it was time to get out. But it's good for them to keep K3 up. They're going to be holding above here so that nothing can easily pick them out.
Time has been added.
Yeah,
looks like this is going to be where the exchange happens, and I wonder, they're probably just going to sit here and wait.
It's quite interesting, you know, about Exxon being a Premiership 6's demo man and hitting that fast rollout on Gully was because he was really able to deny them on the start of that middle.
Yep.
But well, it's strange that they weren't able to convert that into, you know, a middle win.
Yeah, I mean, Killswitch, they did a different rollout last time, but they kind of
K-Cot's in deep here. He's got line of sight for all the way from Rock up top. He's managed to dome Flippy now. He's getting pressured out by T-Mac, but T-Mac is getting swarmed now by Mint.
Down.
Did get that sniper pick though, but Flippy's dead as well, so there's an Uber force as well up here. DAROUTOUTOU find themselves.
Mint is just standing on second with a mini, which is finally gets that mini taken down, but getting scrappy again here. We've got players all over the place.
Yeah, the Killswitch combo in behind there in the lobby managed to get a frag on K3. Emilio landing a pipe onto him as he tried to retreat.
Down, yeah, that's a big deal. We got a 60% Uber advantage now for Killswitch.
I reckon they're going to wait for this one, not do anything too rash. There's DAROUTOUTOU spy finds on Kaja as we go into a little pause, maybe?
We got a pause, yeah. Or a huge lag spike. So a pause here, and sometimes pauses can be a bit of a mind game as well, and sort of give your team time to take a breath, prepare, kind of spot what you can see. Don't know if there's any big picks about to go down, although we have the little spy versus spy going down here, kind of an epic-looking thing in this river area.
Exxon set up a trap in the lobby, hoping that someone will peek from the stairs, perhaps. Oh, and it says connection problem on my STV. Maybe the relay's gone down.
Yeah, I've got that as well. That's not good.
Who knows? Hopefully somebody will tell us soon. But I'm just looking at this TF2 diorama and trying to figure out what's going to happen next. Who's going to win this spy duel?
That's what I want to know. I mean, to me, I think in Highlander, it's all about who wins the one-on-one spy duels, you know?
Oh,
I've got
that update. The word on the street is, this is from
server
John.
Crash.
Server crash, yeah. Blame ETF2L, Candle says. So I wonder will they try and reconstruct that? It was 1-0 with an Uber advantage there in favour of Killswitch as they were about to, or had control of 4 control points. I'd say there was about 22 minutes left.
We're going to reconnect here and see if we can get right back on, because I think the server came right back up. I'm not sure on the rules in ETF2L, but I imagine that we want to try to recreate that. If possible, we will see what happens. Server currently set to a different map. Thank you for bearing with us here today, folks. On Blackout Gaming TV, the teams are having issues with their servers. It's a little bit out of our hands, but we're doing our best here to stick with ya. Thanks for joining us today.
They're going to play 2 for it instead.
Yeah, that's a great classic Highlander map, of course. 2 Fort. Maybe one of the most pure competitive maps. It's
got a great legacy, you know. All the way back to those Quake World Fortress days,
yeah,
Fortress Classic days.
Yeah, thinking of 4 Fort and those all those different maps, you know. 2 Fort sort of became the most famous one in TF2. Why are we talking about 2 Fort? Flying around the map here like it matters. Again, folks, if you're just joining us, what's up?
More details then. Obviously, we were 90 seconds behind there, but it turns out that Killswitch actually won that round, so it's 1-1. And I guess they will be going back to Gully Wash momentarily.
Finish this out on 2 Fort, I think. I would prefer to see
I would
that.
be like, forget about the first map, Lakeside, however, it's like, next cap wins. 1 cap on 2 Fort to take all 6
Everyone
points.
goes sniper. Yeah.
No class limits, yeah.
So, yeah, folks, I am Getawhale, and this is the King of Ireland, Admirable. I'm just going to keep dropping that title on you until it sticks, you know? And we're bringing you this prem match between DAROUTOUTOU and Killswitch. We're waiting for the server to come back up. Do you like the title, or are you not the King of Ireland?
I prefer my full title, Potato King of Ireland.
Right.
You know,
the crowned Potato King. So we are just waiting. If you're just tuning in, like we said, the first map actually went to the Killswitch crew. Probably not what you want to hear if you're a DAROUTOUTOU fan. And 1-1 now on Gully Wash as we're getting ready to resume that. Having server issues right now. That's what happens sometimes. This is what we pay for. That's what they say in another league.
I'll just use this time, to shamelessly plug myself. You should follow me on Twitter at Admirable Player. I'm taking quite a bit of interest in Highlander these days. Like we mentioned earlier, you're playing for Stacked, and here I am casting a game with the greatest Highlander caster, as I understand it.
I thought you were the greatest Highlander caster.
I'm just a caster who is great that happens to be here for a Highlander game, but
Admirable, as you all
not
know,
all those things at once.
He has played Highlander his whole career. It is his favorite style of competitive TF2.
Yeah, that Sixes thing was just a fad, man. Highlander all the way, baby.
I don't think Sixes will ever catch on. I mean, there's not enough players, How are you supposed to do anything without a spy,
Exactly. Like, what were they thinking?
What were they thinking?
Valve designed the game with 9 classes for a reason, right?
Yeah. I don't know why I say Robin Walker. Of course, does not work for Valve anymore. Send an email, gaben@valve.com. Earlier, Hildreth made a comment. Hildreth apparently is going to move to Newfoundland to become the best competitive player in Newfoundland, so I got shut down on that from earlier. Can't wait for Hilly to come, and we'll do maybe some Newfoundland MGEing.
Surely you could make his life very difficult. I understand. You're maybe not the king of Newfoundland, but perhaps some sort of prince or a
Potato Prince.
lesser figure, the Duke of Newfoundland. You can make his life very difficult, you know?
Actually, I guess this is a great time for me to announce the Newfoundland League that I'm starting, the TF2
The
Newfoundland
NFL.
League, TF2NL. You know, it's starting out just only 2 players yet. It's myself, Getawhale, and Hildreth, who you all know. And
Never heard of him. Hildreth? Don't know.
No. Hildreth, of course, about as well known as you, a Highlander figure. You know, I don't know if there are any more famous Highlander players than Admirable, but somebody's asking, did Admirable just drop a high GPS quote?
I don't know. Did I?
I missed that. I don't know. What are you talking about? So we're switching over now. The server's switching level. Hooray!
Good times, man. Now we get to hopefully see some sort of debate about what state the game was in. Maybe they'll just go straight up for 1-1, 20 minutes on the clock, and you know, a new round begins. But sometimes teams can be very picky in these situations. Usually German teams, you know, they don't like to give much away, but hopefully there aren't too many Germans being fielded here. We got one team that's entirely French and another that seems to be a fair mix of nationalities. The German factor shouldn't play too strongly here.
Admirable, of course, throwing the country of Germany under the bus, maybe making some enemies in Germany. If you're out there from Germany, Admirable is calling you out, and there you go.
Germans
Take a
love
train.
to play by the rules, you know. To the letter.
We're getting, I think we're losing our minds here a little bit. We're getting ready to restart on Gully Wash. Sorry for the long pause. It was out of our hands. Talk to these teams and figure out what's going on with the servers. Who knows? But we're getting ready to resume, I guess, and pretend that that didn't happen. It's going to be 1-1, and I believe, let's see, I think they're saying that they were holding at 4.
Oh,
See how they
but
set
then
this up. Apparently, Killswitch were pushing 4th point when the server went down.
okay.
So Killswitch had a slight advantage, and I believe they're going to kind of set up that way.
We'll just have to take their word for it, you know, because we couldn't see 90 seconds into the future. Do you trust these guys?
I don't know. I mean, let's. Is there some kind of arbitrator we can speak with here? You know,
This
some
could
kind
just be another Invite Illuminati conspiracy.
Yeah, that's
You know
true.
what I mean? Like,
That's true. I mean,
this is our moon landing.
you know,
It's
I
fake,
don't
people.
believe
It's fake, sheeple.
you sheeple can't understand. We're gonna go Google New World Order, chemtrails. And so we're getting ready here to go again, and the teams are just warming up. They were warming up on 2 Fort, which again, I wouldn't be surprised if 2 Fort makes it into the rotation for ETF2L next season.
Yeah, I mean, I would vote for
Brand
that
new
for
map.
sure.
Yeah, of course.
If I was part of the ETF2L staff, I would campaign for that tirelessly. Please bring 2 Fort back into Highlander. Maybe I'll send in an application there to be a Highlander admin.
Yeah, maybe. You should do that. And as part of your platform as well, you can say no German teams, because, I mean, that's what it feels like part of your platform. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, that's. I didn't think I had to mention that. I thought that was just inherently obvious that nobody wants to play with Germans or against them. So maybe we could change the name of the league to the European brackets, excluding Germany, Team Fortress 2 League.
let's see. We're getting configs loaded here and getting ready to shoot some players.
Yeah, I'm watching Tech warm up his shotgun there, but it sucks out against Jamal, who comes back with a little buckshot of his own. This could be the most exciting warm up I've ever seen.
Yeah,
And
maybe
it's-
we should cast the warm-up.
It's not even a warm up, it's like an intermission here. We've already played
Yeah.
some of the game.
Right now we've got Play jumping around a little bit, so that's exciting.
Check out Heiji in spawn, standing perfectly still. He's got his Crusader's crossbow. He's thinking, I can do this. He's screaming into his screen. You can do this! You can do this! You're the best! Oh, he's moving now. He just slammed his keyboard there with some positive energy.
Has that been done, a cast of a warm-up of a match? We breaking new ground here?
Don't think about it, man. Just do what feels good. Go with the flow.
Yeah. Go with your heart.
Real Uber advantage here for K3 as he ticks past 75%. He's opting for the classic strategy of stay and spawn and don't heal anyone.
Yeah, I mean, trying to shoot through that window, and, you know, that window is reinforced. You can see that there's a sort of chain link built into it, and I don't know if that's going to work. You can't do that.
I mean, in terms of medic positioning right now, both medics are incredibly well defended in their spawn rooms, but a clear advantage here to K3 with his Uber charge. Now on 100%. I've actually turned off the chat here because it overlaps with my HUD, but I wonder, are they saying anything of interest about what's going to happen with this game?
Oh, there's all kinds of stuff. People are just joining the STV server to give shout-outs to Admirable. People are being called kids. I don't even... It's too much, you know? It's too much to even follow.
Kids play TF2? What? This is a man's game.
Let's see. What are people saying? Somebody gave a shout-out to their mother, so that's exciting. Without their mother, they wouldn't be here today, and that certainly seems like, I mean, that's just a fact.
Oh, looking at the chat as well on Twitch, there's Russian Guyevich saying, new ETF2L rules, all screenshots now must be Olurist quality. He, of course, is the legendary master of broken English on the ETF2L forums. Shout out to Russian Guyevich as well, and, you know, Blackout Gaming for sponsoring this season of Highlander. I understand this is perhaps, maybe this is an exclusive here, but I think the deal with Blackout and ETF2L is going to come to an end after Highlander Season 5, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there. There's going to be a real shortfall in the prize money compared to what we previously had here. I wonder how the scene will react to that. How can ETF2L find the funds?
I mean, people love ETF2L. You know, we didn't have to bring the mood down like that.
Oh,
we're enjoying this season right now. You know. Yeah, I mean, you never know what can happen. I mean, there have been surprises, and there have been some kind of events here and there, and some little sponsors coming out of the woodwork elsewhere. I don't know about in Europe, but we'll see.
It just breaks my heart, you know, to see CSGO having such success with things like the esports crates, stuff that we asked Valve for, you know, years ago and never got. Damn you, Valve. Damn you, Valve. It wouldn't be a TF2 cast if I didn't badmouth Valve at least once.
Seems like we're getting ready. The teams are now just sort of discussing how they want to play from the same position from before the server crash. And I guess just sort of doing that thing where they negotiate about how it's going to start and how they're going to play it. I think these teams both kind of respect each other enough that they're, you know, able to respect one another and do, you know, come to an agreement. You're saying it's 1-to-1, as we say. What's that?
Everybody in Highlander is really nice. Is that what you reckon?
Yeah, maybe I do give a bit too much credit, but they seem like they're very friendly in the discussion.
Oh, I know there was, just to, you know, drive a wedge between our teams, there's been some, this was in UGC actually, some debate about mercs and things for stacked and kill switch that didn't end well. A lot of bad blood at the time between our teams, but I think that was smoothed out after the finals. But
yes,
you know, I've seen the competitive edge, the competitive spirit in full effect in terms of enforcing the rules correctly. You know, maybe there could be some debate as to what exactly happens here.
Yeah, I mean, when you're in the heat of a season, especially playoffs, I mean, it can be very sharp and you can be very adversarial. But yeah, we saw you guys hug it out at the end of finals. Once the playoffs are over, everyone loves each other again. Isn't that the way it goes?
Yeah, but these guys are in the thick of it right now. You know, the red mist has descended. All they're thinking about is bloody murder. Will they be able to agree?
Got teams, sounds like somebody's readying up. Trying to gather how they're going to do this here. We'll try our best to cover it. I like the DAROUTOUTOU guys speaking in English, but I like when they speak in French too, because I know a bit of French. Did you know that? I
did not know that.
There's one guy who casts the DAROUTOUTOU matches on YouTube, and at the start he always says, like, "Bienvenue à tous et tous," and stuff like that.
What does it mean?
It just means welcome. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if there's anyone
du
watching
fromage.
Blackout Gaming TV actually who's who would be wanting to hear any French, but here we are, an Irishman and a Newfie speaking French. Almost sounds like a setup of a joke, doesn't it?
An Irishman and a French-speaking Newfoundlandsman. What do you call someone from Newfoundland?
Well, Newfie is kind of the derogatory term, but Newfoundlander would be sort of the more acceptable way.
Okay, a German, an Irishman, and a
Newfoundlander.
French-speaking
If
Newfoundlander.
it's a joke, you can say a Newfie, I guess.
It just rolls off the tongue, great setup here. Now we just need to think of a punchline.
I don't know. It could be, maybe we could use Hildreth in there. Hildreth, the honorary Newfoundlander, and I'm sure he's completely serious when he says he's moving to Newfoundland for our new TF2 league. Still waiting here, folks. We're very sorry for this delay. We're going to be up all night, I think. Going to miss school in the morning.
I'm happy, this is, I'm in my element whenever there's a pause or a delay in a game.
Mm-hmm.
This is just my bread and butter. I live for these moments,
The teams are still discussing how this is going to go down. I don't know if they're losing interest in the match or not. We are going to bring you the final of this match. This is the second map if you're just joining us. I am Getawhale. He is Admirable, the Potato King of Ireland. And so far, Killswitch up one map. They won Lakeside, as we all know. It is 1-1 on Gully. And after server crashes now, we have just spent, I think, the last 3 hours trying to figure out how they're going to set this up. It's ETF2L.
I just realized Kakaltu's there on the server now. Our resident Highlander admin. What has he been saying? I'm going to turn the chat on. How about that? Let's see what's happening.
Turn the chat on.
The time limit has just been changed to 21.
Yeah. Wow.
So we're getting closer to recreating those conditions at the point the server crashed. It's only taken, geez, how long has it been? 3 hours now?
I think it's been 3 hours exactly. No. Don't know what time it is. For me, it's great. It's early in the day here. I'm in North America, I can just... I've got all day, but for some of our friends watching here in Euro, it's... I don't know, maybe they have to go to sleep.
Nah, it's cool, man. People will gladly prioritize and say work, school, sleep, forget about it.
Watching Blackout Gaming TV, top priority.
Yeah, man, that is top of my list, underlined heavily several times. There's almost a tear in the paper. I've underlined it so furiously.
Yeah. Gotta get a new paper.
A few exclamation points after it as well. Yes, a smiley face. Then it says, just beside Getawhale, oh, he's so dreamy.
And then that's crossed out a bunch of times, too.
I'm so confused.
There's a rip in the paper for that as well.
A lipstick mark.
We're getting close. Yeah, there's a lipstick mark.
Mwah.
Wow. Admirable, I didn't know you felt that way.
Got another one for Hildreth as well. Mwah.
Wow, the two Newfies. Hildreth giving a little breakdown of the Twitch people. I guess, I don't know why Hildreth is giving people the lowdown on how the match is going in Twitch chat, but right now the teams are just they're setting the time limit. They're trying to figure out how it goes. This is what happens. You can't do this quickly.
Oh, let's see, this is sort of happens whenever there is a reset or they try and reconstruct. Hildreth saying, that DAROUTOUTOU don't want to give the mid and just want to restart the round.
Yeah, some people, I don't know about that.
I mean,
it was 1-1. I mean, it can work when you consider that it's just 5-point difference, but you got to consider as well the Killswitch were on the offensive and had Uber advantage and all that kind of stuff, and I think that's what Killswitch are worried about.
I mean, under the rules, I think they should recreate it as best they can, but DAROUTOUTOU are just sort of saying, or chancing their arm, I guess, and saying here, well, just make it easy. We'll just start the round again, see what they can get away with.
Yeah, Kakaltu has just said that it's going to start with both teams in spawn.
Oh, so that's interesting.
An official ruling. I think Kakaltu just wants to get this going.
That's an interesting admin decision. I'm not going to overanalyze it or anything, but I think Killswitch were well within their rights to request that they would control middle if that was the way it was when the server crashed. I mean,
yeah, yep, I agree with you. I mean, you know, having a point is no small thing. I think they had kind of an advantage in terms of Uber and stuff like that. And so, you know, we talked earlier about how pauses can kind of throw off a team's momentum. How about a pause like this where it's, you know, 10, 15 minutes and arguments and all this kind of stuff? We're going live again.
Is it actually live, or are they going to go to middle? Hopefully,
I guess
it's
this
live.
is it. We're starting again. Far as we know, it's still 1-1. It's not going to make a difference though. But we're starting from spawns. Here we go with this mid.
Oh, Emilio hits a decent rollout. It tries to get aggressive into Exxon, but gets destroyed by the sticky trap. But Onkaj is going to follow up on Emilio's damage.
Hiji
Takes
going
out the
down. Big thing on Hiji by T-Mac. And that's a huge deal.
Managed to survive. No. Yes.
Woo!
Just
2
about.
for Killswitch right now.
K3 crouched in the corner there.
Wowee, and so K3 is still up, only at 70, 80%. They have a lot down, but it looks like DAROUTOUTOU are going to walk into this second. They're going to have a bit of...
oh, look at Onkaj up top.
Yeah, Kaya waiting to come down. We might see a bomb down here, wondering how they're going to play this.
Tech's more paranoid about the spy right now, checking around there.
Scout, yeah, the Scout's doing a smart job here, getting on the point first, so Kaya not going to really do much. And the combo from DAROUTOUTOU looks like they can maybe come right in. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, they
interesting spot for K3 to hold, just kind of standing by this wall.
Needs to make their way in quickly if they want to use this Uber advantage. They still have 40% in favour, and they are going to start moving forward here. They get a pick on the Jamal.
That might be enough, I think.
Yeah, I made that play before.
Super early pop. Here they come.
Oh,
and we're going to see
trying to do
Candle.
damage,
Look at Candle doing a great job with the air blast again. And this is a little bit of deja vu. Candle again neutralizing an Uber, and DAROUTOUTOU
gets charged and pops off as well.
Yeah, look at DAROUTOUTOU running out with their tail between their legs, and that did not work out very well for them.
They've lost their heavy, but they still have their Devil Man up, so they can control quite a bit of ground as long as Exxon doesn't overextend. There's Emilio Estevez poised. He's going to peek up from the lower entrance, trying to put a lot of damage onto the combo here, and he's got Tech down to 90. And they might be able to just push off that damage. Like, that can be enough if they want to move in here. They know that all those DAROUTOUTOU players are boxed off at the big door, but there's Exxon taking down Emilio, who then is avenged. But DAROUTOUTOU find themselves 5 men down without a demo.
Yeah,
and
they're going to be in a bad position. They're going to back up here. They're not going to like this very soon. Although Emilio is down, and Onkaya on the other side.
I mean, a lot of teams favour to defend from big door because it's a safe place to keep your medic, but if the enemy team does manage to make it out, then you have to go through the gauntlet of that long corridor and take so much damage. Yeah. It may have been better for them to spread their defense out a little bit, but they have been muscled out of there by Killswitch, who played that one very well.
Hey,
and now find
really
themselves in Uber.
Sorry, easy to get flanked around from two sides here, and you're right, both teams do have Uber now, and DAROUTOUTOU again taking a big door, which is interesting because the other combo is back behind them taking mid. Are they just going to power their way into second point right now? We have a mid cap going on with the blue combo, but DAROUTOUTOU gets caught out here, Exxon going down. We have the back cap going on at second, it's only a scout. And the scout's going to try to take the soldier out. No cap happening yet. Only 2 players up for Killswitch. 1 up. And this second cap's going to go down. And, oh, maybe not, though. The last second Onkaya comes in and dies. Still 1 up for Killswitch. They're going to... Oh, my God. Their scout's just going to run right in here. Oh, no. Finally going down. Play going down. Getting kind of scrappy here again, isn't it?
Yeah, it was sort of a smart play from DAROUTOUTOU. Like, they stepped into the big door area and picked up a few frags on the flank, but then they still had the option to go back and block middle, and they sort of opened up an entrance onto the back cat there for their scout, and still managed to trade Ubers and somehow get out of that one. Maybe if either team had played with a bit more urgency or like directness, if you know, like if Killswitch had just gone straight onto middle and started the cap, it might have worked out better for them, but they sort of seemed a little bit confused trying to find that enemy combo. They got ran around a little bit, I think. There's a spy up on balcony right now here, Eli Man.
Flippy is sniping in the... He just caught mid
Eli Man's in here. Oh, he's been spotted.
Look at this. Just kind of waiting here now. Slight Uber advantage on the side of blue, so Hiji, as long as he can stay alive, will have it. So level 1 up as well that Mint has put up, and I'm sure he'll maybe upgrade it. Yeah, he's trying.
Jamal's getting ready to make that play
Spies it.
again. He loves to peek here and try and get the trade or the force, but this time he goes down again. The last 2 times he's gone down. But actually the pop comes in and this is a pretty bad over
early.
here.
That's not what they want.
Look at Tech's
D-Gun is
positioning
trying
up
to
on the
go
pipe.
under. Watch under the point. They've got 2 DAROUTOUTOU players under point trying to go for it behind.
Tech on the pipe here, putting so much hurt onto the combo. Does get that pick onto Hiji, but K3's been cleaned up in the lobby previously, and for sure I would expect Killswitch to hold on to this last point now. Let's see
Little
what sort of...
bloodbath going down. Look at all the body parts everywhere right now. As we have, look at this. We've got Flippy was making a run for last, but luckily the spawns came soon enough for Killswitch.
Esil's in deep here. He's hiding up on the barrels. The pyro candle here is looking furiously for him, and he had to check that barrel spot. Found him pretty much immediately. He finishes him off with the flare. And now DAROUTOUTOU taking up a defensive position outside. They've actually earned themselves a little bit of an advantage here. It's still Medigun versus Medigun though.
Yep. Now, surprised, that we haven't seen too much in the way of crits or quick picks or anything like that. We'll see if we do as time goes on.
If you have just joined us, this game is actually 1-1 right now. There was a little bit of a server crash earlier, but DAROUTOUTOU with an opportunity here to get a second round on the board. They're working their way into lobby here with
a lot of damage,
Tech
and they get
cleaning up the stickies and X on
way
forcing.
early. That's bad. And again, I mean,
EG goes down.
Oh!
Headshot by Flippy there from main.
Can they act on this now? The spy is in, and it looks like maybe comms. They're going to try D-Gun trying underneath again. D-Gun gets taken out. DAROUTOUTOU can't get a good Uber off.
They need to bust that sentry, but Mint is keeping up with that rescue ranger. Really stopping the DAROUTOUTOU aggression. And even with that heal advantage, they didn't feel like going in. They're going to sit back and wait for Uber advantage here, but it looks like Emilio wants to be aggressive here and try and push before the charge actually gets up for K3. He's trying to find as many frags as he can, gets Mister there, the engineer. And the position of DAROUTOUTOU here is much better. I feel like they're not playing around big door. They can actually control the point, even if they are at slightly more of a risk of being sniped or, perhaps being bombed there out in the open, but they can actually hold the point this time.
I mean, they have a big Uber advantage, but I mean, my problem with it is they've not been able to get a good Uber off. I mean, they can't get into last and do what they need to do with the Uber. If it's you, do you just keep pounding away? It looks like they're just going to pound it again. They get forced. Look at this. And again getting forced, and they have way too much ground to cover. They're not going to do it with this Uber. They just can't. They need to get the picks, but here comes the blue Uber coming back in, and it's a river fight now.
K3's been separated, runs through lobby. Actually, lucky nobody was there. But they find themselves down at big door whilst T-Mac is trying to trade up top. But against all the health and damage output from that kill switch combo, he dies quickly. And now they have control of the high ground and they're trying to control choke right now. A few stickies there from Emilio, and DAROUTOUTOU are just going to back out here. They find themselves in a poor position to do anything on this point, and they're actually continuing to lose players.
Yeah. I mean, as a medic, what do you do? I mean, Killswitch just keeps forcing the Uber of DAROUTOUTOU super early. I mean, is there anything they can do differently?
We're talking about the minutiae of what happened there. Exxon was running ahead too far again, and he had no care in the world about what was around the next corner. He was just walking forward, got rushed by a scout. Everybody was trying to deal with that scout to save Exxon, and then Onkaja came in and started spamming from the stairs. And if they just sort of slowed things down, got their buffs, and then worked forward, expected to these pick classes to come for them, dealt with them one by one, they would have a much more effective push. You almost have to beat out the aggression before you commit.
And they get forced here now again, a little bit of a better situation here, but they're getting blasted again. Candle doing such a fantastic job with the air blast. We got 4 players down, sort of on the flank and away from the action on DAROUTOUTOU. And K3 backing up for heals. Looks like, wow, with a lot down, this point's going to go to Killswitch, and so Killswitch get their midpoint.
K3 lucky to get out there. I mean, what they really needed to do during that Uber was look at the scoreboard and see they were 5 down and start making their way out. Yep. Tech obviously very slow as the fat man, probably went down there sort of in sacrifice, but DAROUTOUTOU lucky not to get wiped out there, considering how many players they were down. They have survived. K3 still in the Uber game, but he's slightly behind right now. And,
He's gonna get flanked around. He's at oh, and he goes down K3. So there's the pick from Ankaya. And Cap going down now from Killswitch as K-Cod picks out another big pick there, Flippy.
Oh,
but the mess! Picking out Hiji, and that's a huge retaliatory pick from D-Gun, but the Killswitch, they still want to come in here somehow. We've got action under the point as well. Candles underneath going down. Looks like this defense is going to hold for DAROUTOUTOU, but we still have Jamal kind of creeping around. We still have a few Killswitch guys who smell blood.
That level 3 there in the lobby doing a lot of work with the help of the Rescue Ranger. It's going to be Sap right now. Now they can move out through the lobby, but Mint doing a good job of buying time there as DAROUTOUTOU continue to try and push out here.
Spy trying for a cap, but that's not going to work.
I think Emilio has been perhaps the real difference here. He seems to, I understand he calls for his team, or at least has a big say in what they do, but he always seems to be leading the aggression. He's very fast on the mark if he sees an advantage in terms of damage output or players on the field. He's very quick, but you don't see that same sort of fluidity here from DAROUTOUTOU. They have managed to finally make it out, but the Uber's advantage has just been washed away. It's equal here as they try to push into middle. And
I don't know what the Killswitch's heavy Jamal was doing. I want to point out a second ago there, he just kind of bled out and went to last by himself and got just easily killed. I don't know what he was thinking, just going alone to last. So without their heavy now, he's respawned now. But here we go, actually, K3 just popping now on his second point with his heavy. And actually, we have ISIL going for the med Hiji, but luckily Hiji getting away from that.
The back cap from Kaya. Huge plays on to the last. He's going to make it 2-1 in favour of Killswitch here, and he's been having a great game across both maps. A lot of med picks, and then a back cap there just to add that one to his repertoire. Sick.
And so Killswitch picking up another point, and that means that it is 2-1 for the Killswitch team. Doing real well as we have this next mid going down.
Exxon being pressured out by Onkaja. He's going to die very quickly, but Flippy domes Emilio Estevez there, so no Devaman. You would expect Killswitch to try and get out of this one. Their medic has been pressured out.
Being pressured, here goes! T-Mac, is he going to pull it off? Nice jukes going down by Hiji there as T-Mac goes down. Hiji real lucky there to stay up, but he's going to be at a huge disadvantage because he spent all that time running away.
Interesting decision by T-Mac to use that rocket to jump up top. I guess he didn't want the medic to surf away. He was trying to control the engagement, but then the heavy came in. He hadn't accounted for that. Jamal in with the save there.
Hiji winning the juke contest.
For sure. He's got some dance moves.
Yeah. So with this midpoint now, DAROUTOUTOU coming in. Flippy wants a stab. The spy bull's up in front of him, and we have Uber now coming in on a second. Kind of a replay of what we just saw last time.
There's an Uber popped off for DAROUTOUTOU, and Hiji has milked his all the way. Now they're going to lead with Emilio, and he's looking to clean out frags here. Finds Exxon, now he's going to chase down Tech, putting out sticky after sticky, so much damage. Then launches up to try and chase down that medic pick, but finds himself denied.
ISIL gets the stab on the heavy, and that's a lot of firepower with Jamal down, and the Killswitch combo sort of backing up, still just sort of in this lobby area. They're falling way back. They're actually getting height advantage right now, but they have a spy in behind. So Hiji just kind of building. Hiji probably aware that he's at about a 25% disadvantage. We'll see if that is a factor or not. We have the second cap going down now. It's just the soldier. We just saw doing a lot of work, T-Mac.
Yeah, a lot of DAROUTOUTOU players in onto CP4 right now, and only 4 up right now for Killswitch. DAROUTOUTOU going to cap this point and take control of the lobby in one swift move. There's Exxon again, overextended.
They're going to try to just bowl in. D-Gun is going to try his little move here, or going to try underneath. I think this DAROUTOUTOU team's feeling real good. They're just going to try to strong arm this, maybe?
Eli Man's going
coming
for the
in.
Heavy pick gets
Eli
that
Man
backstab.
going huge! Eli Man! We had a reflected rocket. We've got the ham out. K-Cot literally going ham. K-Cot standing on last with that ham shank and trying to get Flippy. Little sniper showdown here. Oh, gets the spy. But it looks like Exxon going to get on it. Oh! Real close there at the end, but DAROUTOUTOU managed to pull it off with almost a full wipe on Killswitch. It's 2-2 on this Gully Wash map. We have 6 minutes, 25 seconds to go.
Yeah, that was some great momentum there, taking those 3 points in quick succession.
Yeah, as far as I know, that
DAROUTOUTOU.
time is correct, because I think we did reset the time, and so it seems like we do have
Crits
6
here,
minutes.
crits here from K3.
Yep.
Will he survive long enough? That's the question. Onkad, you might have his number yet again, but he's trying to work his way up the right-hand side. Oh, he's already caught a pipe.
Yeah, he's already down. He will be missed, not a part of this mid-fight. Acock goes down there to a stab by Isol.
Eli Man in on Exxon, misses the stab. Almost gets taken out with a mini, but has a quick sap there. And it looks like DAROUTOUTOU are more than content to just sit back here, wait for their crit streak to come up, and use that to clean up.
You know, hopefully they don't get forced. And it's one thing you don't want to have forced is your crits, because you might get nothing on it. Just sort of, I mean, K3 right now definitely wants his demo on this big wide open map. You do not want to be critsing your heavy. Or maybe the soldier, one or the other.
He'll be,
Does have a soldier now.
You would expect that Killswitch knows the crits if Eli Man is doing his job checking those mediguns.
They're coming in through lobby, which is interesting. Looking around for the combo. Oh, nice pick there, and they get forced real quick. K-Caught sniped from balcony. K-Caught? You gotta be kidding me. K-Caught with a big Girardi getting about 3 players. Kind of a wasted crits a little bit. They did get the heavy, but not too much else. Actually, maybe I spoke too soon. There's only 4 players up on Killswitch.
PG 80% right now on that medigun.
K3 was at 3 HP. He'll get the health pickup finally.
Look at the position here as well from... Oh, there's Flippy with the dome on Tahiti, punishing him for that aggressive stance right there, but Killswitch with so few players up, but still wanting to commit to defend the point there, a little bit of hubris maybe, and it might punish them with only 4 minutes left on the clock. I mean, DAROUTOUTOU could technically buy as much time as they want and then start trying to push after they'd run the clock down to a position where they can't technically lose.
Pressure here from the soldier on Kaya, who's kind of holding down. Actually, K-Con was sniping in river as well. Looks like we're going to have a river push coming right now. Are they going to try underneath? They're just kind of holding here. Early pop on the crits. The crits is popped in river on the heavy, and he can't really get much. Going down, and that's a waste on the crits. 3 players left up. Oh, and K3 going down there to the butter knife, it looked like.
Total wipe, 9 down right there.
So we got 8v0 right now, and Killswitch are going to walk right into mid.
That push could not have gone anywhere. Like, literally.
I think 1 player on DAROUTOUTOU got the forward spawn, and that was it. And so here comes Killswitch now, looking real good, and they're just using Medigun, but they've got a 60% advantage.
K3 switches back Medigun as well.
Coming right on through, and it looks like we're going to... Oh, Stab comes in on Jamal, and that's going to help. We're going to have a little engagement here. T-Mac jumps in, he gets picked, jumping back out. That's kind of halted the Killswitch advance a little bit. They're forced to just sort of hold up here in middle and just wait. Now they do have Uber, and it's worth noting DAROUTOUTOU switching to Uber now as well. You'll be sensing that that's what they've got to do, and I kind of agree. Yeah,
they're going to try and hold out here. I'm just wondering, like, what's their mindset right now? Are they happy with the draw, or are they looking to get a map win here?
Yeah, well, I mean, DAROUTOUTOU, like we mentioned, they need as many points as they can get right now. They're sitting way down in the tables, and I mean, they would have probably wanted to win both of these maps, but of course they've already lost Lakeside.
I mean, it'll go to a golden cap, like, if it stays tied after the full 30 minutes, but we'll get less points for it, right? Oh, here's an Uber force here. Tech forced to come in through big door with this Uber, and
not who you want to Uber.
PG's already popped his though, or at least finds himself rebuilding. There's a big back
cap going on at second. We've got 4 on it.
No one to block. They need to get back here. Oh,
he's just gonna kind of try to weather the storm here and stand on mid himself. Looks like it might. Oh no, but he goes down, and so that's shut down.
Quick response there from DAROUTOUTOU.
Denia is just way in behind. He finally goes down. So neither of those caps are going to happen. We've got about 1:55 to go with the score tied up 2-2.
Both medics went down there as well, so it's going to be pretty much an equal Uber battle. No one building charge as it stands right now, and it's Chris Krieg from Hazy. It looks like Killswitch want to take this one by the horns. They want victory here, nothing short of. They don't want to wait.
Stabbed there by Eli Man on Exxon, and there goes the demo for DAROUTOUTOU, and down goes T-Mac as well. DAROUTOUTOU is just slowly losing firepower.
Melio goes down there, key player for Killswitch, sent to the spawn queue. Kidcott as well, taken out by Flippy, again winning those sniper duels. But will DAROUTOUTOU be able to push off this or actually make anything happen? I'm not sure. Their position is quite a defensive one. They're not really anywhere near the point to try and block it or take control of it.
Yep, and we've got about a minute
the
left.
body shot on EG.
Big
No
pick
crits.
there. There's a body shot on EG, and that's going to help. But look at this, Killswitch just still camping this midpoint. They've got less than a minute to go. They're going to have any heals.